Hello, hello, I'm Kill2, I'm here with Ravy, and we are about to watch Get Off My Lawn versus Godfathers in Day 2 of Alliance Tournament 9. On the left for Godfathers, we have 3 Slipners, a Scimitar, a Curse, a Hugin, 3 Sabers, and a Dramiel.
And on the right-hand side of your screen for Get Off My Lawn, you've got 3 Tengus, a Loki, a Scimitar, a Curse, a Thrasher, and 3 Sabers. A fairly traditional rush team for Godfathers versus a pretty common Tengu kite team for Get Off My Lawn.
I'd have to say, though, both of these setups look really strong. I mean, we've seen a lot of iterations of these kind of basic ideas, and both of these look real cool. There's a little kind of a little more of a control twist to the Tengu team, having the Loki and the Curse there, and of course the Curse on the Get Off My or the Godfather side, I guess.
Yep, these
gives
are
them a little more utility than usual.
These are 2 examples of probably 2 of the 3 most popular setups. You throw in an ECM team, and you've got all 3 that have been used so far in the tournament 10-mans.
Right, so we are off and running now. It'll take a second. These teams were at pretty good distance. All of the Get Off My Lawn teams came in at 50k, except for their Scimitar.
We are seeing Sabers now, or yeah, damage applied to the Saber for Godfathers, and also to the Sabers of Get Off My Lawn.
Sorry, what I meant was the Godfather Scimitar came in at range, but because of the position of the beacons, he was actually kind of exposed. He was much closer to the Get Off My Lawn team than the rest of his team, but that doesn't seem to matter much as he's now comfortable on the other side of the arena. And we have our first kill, one of the Sabers for Get Off My Lawn.
And it looks like a Saber for, yep, there you go, a Saber for Godfathers about to follow and did follow. And another one is in low shield as well. It looks like the Sabers are going to be the early targets, which is a good choice for both teams. Those Sabers can provide tackling and E-War and a lot of DPS for the points.
So Get Off My Lawn just lost their second, and Godfathers just lost their second. So
far we're having mirror losses back and forth. And the Saber for Get Off My Lawn is the next target as well.
After the Sabers, well, there goes another one, Get Off My Lawn Saber. It's taking a little longer for Get Off My Lawn to get the next Godfather Saber down. But I don't know, after that, what do we work on? The Curses, the Scimitars? It looks like the Scimitar for Get Off My Lawn is actually taking quite a bit of damage already.
Simias would be a good first choice for that, because once those go down, you'll be able to take down the Curse pretty easily.
That Get Off My Lawn Scimitar is definitely webbed and has Slipner's closing in fast, and he is dropping real quick.
The early damage and seeing the ships die so quickly really favors the Godfathers team. It's the Get Off My Lawn team's going to want to be slowing down this match, while the Godfathers are going to want to make it as quickly as possible.
Right, and there goes that Scimitar. That's a really bad sign. Definitely Godfathers needed to, or I'm sorry, Get Off My Lawn needed to kind of control, the tracking disruption from the Curse and the webs from the Loki really needed to keep that Scimitar safe for a lot longer.
Looking at the speed of the Godfather's Scimitar, he's using an Afterburner, which is the exact right module you want to have against Tengus. But they'll only be doing about half damage to him at the moment. If he'd been using a Micro Warp Drive, they'd be doing significantly more. He is going down, though, but he's going down much more slowly, and it looks like the Curse for Get Off My Lawn might die first.
Now, if the Scimitar had fit a Micro Warp Drive and he was fighting the Tengus, wouldn't he almost just want to have it off?
Yes, you take similar damage either way, but you don't lose the cap when you have it on. So you'd want to pulse it just whenever you want to be moving.
Right. So more losses. There goes the Curse for Get Off My Lawn. Only 4 ships left for them. 4 Tech 3s, 3 Tengus and a Loki. The Scimitar still hanging in there for Godfathers.
He's got a set of rep drones on him. He is being painted, which is exactly what Lawn want to be doing at this point, but it doesn't look like they're taking him down fast enough. The Loki for Get Off My Lawn is the new primary for Godfathers, and he's probably going to drop quite quickly. 3 Slept is a lot of damage.
That seems a little unusual to have a painter on a Tengu.
It's a free mid that you're not losing a bonus mid like you would be on the Loki.
Sure. I feel like we usually see painters coming from Frigs.
Yeah. It's nice to have him on a little bit of a more durable ship. But yes, the Loki for Get Off My Lawn is now dropped, and the Scimitar is still up and actually tanking quite well for the Godfathers. So it looks like the Godfathers are probably going to be taking this match.
Yep, looks real good. I still think, kind of consistently the speed setups. Actually, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Sort of over the course of the last couple tournaments, it seems like this sort of Tengu range control setup seems less and less strong the further into the tournament we get.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It still is pretty strong, especially when combined with lots of webs and lots of damps, which it doesn't look like the Lawn team really had. They only had the one Loki providing long-range webs.
Right.
But I think one of the reasons we're seeing so much of it is because it was so dominant in the 5-mans. The 5-on-5 matches, those kiting Tengus were absolutely dominant, and people are carrying that onto here.
Yeah, I just think as this kind of speed-oriented setup gains popularity, which seems to be kind of picking up more and more steam, it's going to be less and less viable to bring these range setups. I think in the past we always made fun of Drake setups, which seemed great for taking on battleship teams, anything that was lacking mobility. But right now we're not seeing too many teams that lack mobility, except for maybe the ACM teams.
And also these battleship teams that we are seeing. We do still see a couple of Abaddon teams here and there, but those aren't really the top tier teams. Yeah. So Get Off My Lawn has lost one of their Tengus now, and another Tengu is starting to take damage. It looks like they're probably not going to kill anything before they go down unless they can catch one of the small ships out of range of the Scimitar.
Right. The Scimitar was taking damage. He's now gaining it faster than he's losing it, so he should be safe and sound for the rest of it. They have, obviously, you can see there, the next Tengu webbed, and as the Slipners get caught up, damage should accelerate.
Yep, we're going to see him drop fairly quickly. And with this win, the Godfathers putting themselves back into contention. They lost their first match, but winning this one will mean that they'll still have a chance as long as they do well in their next match on Saturday. While Get Off My Lawn with 2 losses is pretty much out of the tournament.
And you have all the paperwork there in front of you. Who can we expect to see Godfathers fighting on Saturday?
Godfathers will go up against Wildly Inappropriate, and Get Off My Lawn will go up against the Kadeshi.
So for the Godfathers, Wildly Inappropriate match is coming up next.
Yes. So if Wildly Inappropriate wins, then the Godfathers might be able to buy a win from them.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. If Wildly Inappropriate loses, then we'll end up with 2 teams that both have a must-win, which will be an excellent match to watch.
Yeah, that's obviously the ideal thing. One more Tengu to go. That last one did go down.
It looks like the Tengu has now switched his missiles to the Dramiel of the Godfathers, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. I'm fairly certain that the Scimitar is going to be within range to rep him up.
Yeah. That's always something I'm sort of curious about. I mean, we have explosion velocity and SIG. Obviously, they're affecting the amount of damage that a frig would take from Tengus. Heavy missiles firing on a Dramiel that's going 6.5K, something like that. Are they even able to kill it?
They're not going to be doing any damage at all, yeah. It'll break its passive tank eventually, but
but
it would take you forever.
For the Tengu.
Yeah, that Dramiel's going... Yeah, very fast. But he's actually going afterburner speeds, which just means he's taking almost no damage at all. He may be dual propped. But right now he is, going with an afterburner speed.
Well, we've got some time. Let's talk about something for noobs. What's dual propping, and kind of when is it something you want to be doing?
Dual propping is when you fit both a micro warp drive and an afterburner onto a ship. Afterburners are significantly slower than micro warp drives, but they use less tap, and they also don't get shut off by warp scramblers. So often what you do is use the micro warp drive to get within range, and then turn on your afterburner when you're in close to orbit without having it shut down by a scrambler. The most popular ship for it is that Dramiel there that we've seen, but you see it with a lot of other combat frigates as well.
So there goes the Tengu. Godfathers winning pretty comfortably after a little bit of a back-and-forth start. But they will go to next weekend needing one more win to get them into the finals. So we'll go back to CCP Soundwave.